Hi everybody, it's Nicola here from In Business Club and
Michelle from Michelle Rose Marketing.
we're going to do 15 content ideas for March in 15 minutes. So straight into it, Michelle. 1st of March, since David's Day.
Exactly. So a nod to all of our Welsh friends out there, Welsh friends and clients.
Indeed. So obviously if you've got any links to Wales or you just like it, you might have been on holiday in Wales, share some photos, just,
Yeah. Happy memories of holidays that you had. It's really difficult, isn't it? I think as well, because as we record this, we're still in a lockdown, we're so desperate to travel. So it's a really nice time, but to bring the seaside, bring the Welsh countryside to your social media feed. And those of you who are watching who maybe are in hospitality, please show us the wondrousness of your Welsh B&Bs and hostels and hotels, because we want to see them. We want to come and visit again as soon as we can.
We definitely do. Straight on to the 2nd of March, which is National Old Stuff Day.
I love this, being a child of the 90s. And I was just saying to a friend today, Sex and the City's coming back, the follow-up to Queer as Folk is back. There's a big sort of run on books like the Jilly Cooper books and the Jackie Collins, like rereading those when you're in lockdown. And I'm like, oh, the 90s is back. Fantastic.
Goodness gracious me. Right, okay, so what's your favourite thing? Old stuff. You see, mine has to be my teddy bear, Henry Bear, which I got when I was 8 months old.
Yeah.
Is the thing I would save in a fire, right? And the thing actually that I would be buried with. So you could share anything, old stuff from your childhood memories, bring anything into that conversation. I mean, honestly, it's endless. Old
It
stuff.
isn't it? I've got a teddy bear, so you could do, show us your teddy bear. I know a while ago the beautiful Dr. Rebecca Dinsdale did share a photo of you when you were little, and I'm sure I remember seeing you on that thread, Nick, and it was social media gold. It was brilliant.
Absolutely lush, absolutely lush. Okay, then swiftly moving on. What about World Book Day? Right, on the 4th.
This is the face for all parents. Actually, maybe because the schools aren't in at the moment, we've been saved from World Book Day. I have nothing positive to say about World Book Day.
It's very stressful for those kids who don't like getting dressed up and don't like doing what they're told to do for World Book Day. However, from a business point of view, what about your favourite business book?
Yeah. I had a thread in my group just recently about what business books, lifestyle books have you been reading, and you get the you get all of the old favorites, but you find some real gems as well. So that's a lovely idea. If you're a baker, what's your favorite bakery book? Yeah. I think we associate World Book Day with kids and dressing up and Roald Dahl, but actually you're right, Nick, it's
any book,
any genre.
Yeah, your favorite book, full stop. Those, your favorite. It's not about dressing up as a princess, is it? Really?
You could tie in National Old Stuff Day and World Book Day. I've got all of my books from when I was little, and when I get out sort of my copy of Matilda or The Naughtiest Girl at School and show the kids like their versions, they think that my book's an old one and it's not worth reading. And I'm like, but it's the same book.
Same book. It's just like yonks old. What about tying in your favorite local independent bookshop, right? Because who doesn't want to do that? We've got one local to us in Corbridge.
Yeah.
Absolutely magnificent. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Too, yeah.
Remember the name? Can you remember the name of the bookshop?
Foreign Books in Corbridge. We'll have to give them a tag. Yes, and I'm sure at the minute as well, tagging, I could go on about how many amazing businesses there are in Corbridge, but a lot of those businesses that are shut are still doing click and collect or click and post and deliver. So if you can, on your feed, shout out to other local businesses any time of the month, not just on specific days, it's even more important now that we build a community and we just promote other businesses just because we can and because we're nice.
Yeah, because you can, and being nice actually gets you loads back if you'd be nice on social media, tagging people in, commenting on their posts, you know, having that etiquette. So we're moving swiftly on. I don't know how many we're up to, but we've got International Women's Day, which is on the 8th. It's a really big thing for both you and I, and we always are involved in some way in doing something. I've been on stages speaking about it. I've done training for it. We've done training courses specifically for women, and we're not actually just about women. We never have been. Our businesses aren't particularly aimed at women, certainly Mid Business Club, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you know what we're trying to do is raise the profile, isn't it? Talk about equality, just and tag some amazing female businesses in there. I mean, tag some blokes in if you like. Why not? But you know, there are so many amazing females who are running small businesses who would love a tag and a mention.
Definitely. And a lot of the ones who are maybe like me and a lot of your members in Mintnick who are parents who are trying to homeschool and run their business and might just be feeling really deflated, just to give them that shout out to say, you know, you're doing awesome, and you might just feel like you're just being enough at the minute, but enough is enough and you really need to celebrate. And I don't know what the theme is of International Women's Day this year, but there will be one, so it might be worth going and looking, and we can find out as well and let people know. But there's always a hashtag. It'll be hashtag IWD 2021, so make sure that you use that, because you know that's given you a chance then to be picked up from people that maybe wouldn't ordinarily find you on social. So, you know, make the most of those hashtags for all of the days really, but especially a massive one like International Women's Day.
I've just realised as well, Charlie, that it's 8th of March is the day the kids are supposed to be going back to school, perhaps, maybe. So here we go.
International Parent Celebration Day.
Women's Day, all the women pass out and all the men pass out and all the parents pass out and all the grandparents pass out. You'll see everybody just like posting from bed. The kids have gone, let's hope. I mean, we're recording this in January, so you don't know, but let's hope that runs together. And what a celebration day that would be.
Yeah, and it's got to be a celebration of positivity for, you know, I know this comes to the end of the month, but on the 28th it's like the clocks go forward, so we are starting to come into spring, and there's that sort of that new life, new possibilities. It's been a tough year. We're also coming up to, we haven't mentioned it, but we're coming up to the anniversary of UK lockdown. You know, there's a bag of mixed emotions, so the positivity and supporting, you know, people on social media and just spreading those little rays of, if we can be the rays of hope and the rays of happiness and, you know, build up other people, then I think we owe it to our audiences to do that.
For sure. Right, skipping forward then, I'm going forward to after. So let me just say, I love Plant a Flower Day on the 12th. Obviously, if you're watching this, we're not giving you something for every day, but if you search on the awareness days, I think it's at awarenessdays.com, you can find something for every single day. We've just picked out our top 15 favorites. I mean, Plant a Flower Day, you know, I'm watching my bulbs coming up now. I'm obsessed with them, like obsessed with them, right? So even if you're not a particular gardener, you can be talking about flowers or sharing pictures of your garden, or, you know, tagging in a florist. Or
people love that, don't they? That they love that, you know, you're the leader of Mint Business Club, you give advice, you bring people on to interview, but when you've been renovating your home, and I know you have like separate sort of, you have a separate account for that, but when you share something like your flowers coming through in your new garden and the pride you take in that, your feed goes mad. It's like people like to see behind the scenes, they like to see a little peek into our world. And especially if you're a bit of a leader or a follower, and you might not think you are, but if you're someone who provides a service and people pay for you, then they like to see, like, just like, you know, what's behind the cupboard door, and they feel then a real trust and it's relationship building. So I probably won't share a plant because I'm one of those people that just seems to look at them and they wilt. So I'll just retweet all of your stuff, Nick, that day.
Okay, I'll bring you some flowers, my lovely. Well, how about this then? For all the mothers in the world, you cannot escape Mother's Day. And it's a lovely day for so many people, for the kids, especially for those of us who are lucky enough still to have our mums around. You know, there's that celebration of life if your mum's not there, and how wonderful your mum was. And you know, for some people it doesn't work. For some people, you know, they're not in that fortunate position to share something that they want to share. And I think we do always have to have a nod to that. You know, not everybody likes these days. Some people really find those kind of days a struggle. Yeah. But for those of us who can, like, you've got to thank your mum, haven't you? And what about if you're selling stuff for Mother's Day, in which case you've got to be planning that now in January.
You've got to be planning it now, haven't you? Because it's early this year, the joys of British sort of Easter and springtime. Mother's Day is early, and I think there's a couple of things that you said there, Nick. Yes, trigger warning. If it's not for you, turn off for the day. Plan nothing. Yes. Unfollow certain hashtags. It's absolutely, you are in control of. You know, there are no rules. I hope definitely that we can, you know, my mum's in my bubble, so I'm really lucky for that, but I really hope that for those of you who haven't had your mum, your parents in your bubble, they're saying at the moment, as we record in January, that the selfie of having your COVID vaccination is like the most popular selfie at the minute, and that's like with, you know, everyone like 70 and 8-year-olds taking these selfies. But can you imagine if we can start meeting up by, you know, mid-March, and how powerful those selfies would be, and what a joy it will be to see them. So there's a fingers crossed hope moment. But I'm gonna say, yes, sell, please. We've said this, we said it for January, we said it for February, and we were going to labour the point. Social media, you are allowed to sell.
Please do, because, you know, selling is what you're here for as well. You know, there's lots and lots of different funnels. There's lots of ways to make the sales. You've got to raise your awareness. You've got to post your content, else nobody can buy. But please sell as well. And we'll move. How many are we up to, Michelle?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're on about 7.
Okay, so St. Patrick's Day is the 17th. We start the month with St. David's Day, a nod to our Welsh friends, and then obviously we're going for Paddy's Day on the 17th. So again, it's this thing. I mean, you just might like daffodils. No, daffodils is Wales, isn't it? Like shamrocks and four-leaf clover as well. There you go. We've got flowers, we've got plantain flowers, we've got daffodils, we've got shamrocks, we've got all sorts. We've got Mother's Day flowers, goodness gracious. So we've got St. Patrick's Day, same thing.
It just go straight into, after that amazing blooper, Nick, into the 18th, Awkward Moments Day. What a segue. We should be the anthem deck.
As well, you know, flowers. Which one is the flowers? No, the Welsh one's the flowers. The other one's the shamrocks. I know me days. However, I can remember very, very vividly going to Dublin, right, to the Tower for Guinness, and going standing on the top and just having, I don't even like Guinness, but standing there in Dublin. I've got loads of pictures to share for St. Patrick's Day, and how nice it would be to remember that trip and that lovely 4-day break, by the way. Not the Guinness, but straight into Awkward Moments Day on the 18th, which that one wasn't planned. And see, that's the thing. Sometimes your best content comes out of mistakes, awkward moments, saying something daft. In fact, on the challenge we've just run in Mint, one of our wonderful photographers, Tina, her super secret for the day 6 of the challenge was that she can't take selfies. So she made a grid of literally the funniest, worst selfies you've ever seen. She's in the sea, the North Sea, freezing. I mean, honestly, I was rolling around howling because she's a professional photographer. And these selfies are they're just brilliant. How many awkward selfies can you actually take?
I love it. I love it. And you've got Charlotte, who's a cake maker in Mint. She could be like, what's your awkward cake moments? I know me and Albie had to bake for school way back before the Christmas, and we made scones. I mean, they were flatter than pancakes. I think pancakes would have been thicker than them, and I had to send these into school that like the shape, and I was like, do I blame it on Albie? And I was like, well, I can't. But and again, people love that. It's awkward moments, super secrets. It's that normality. There's, you know, and we're not sort of filters and insta perfect life. We're not about that at all. But it's really refreshing when you just see a whole load of like hilarious normal stuff. So let's go for awkward moments day and make it a good one.
I have to say that, yeah, if you actually started thinking about it, there's one or two awkward moments with clients perhaps we wouldn't share. Just saying. But you could share an awkward moment and how you dealt with it. But don't name your clients, okay? Now, I forgot to tell you this one, because on Red Nose Day, which you're either going to love or hate or donate or not or get involved or not, but it's also Clients Day. So on Red Nose Day, you've got Clients Day and you've got National Poultry Day, chickens. However, I like the idea that you could have a day for us, Michelle.
I like, you could send a red nose to your clients, you could make a donation to a client's favourite charity, and there's lots you could do. But
you could just appreciate your clients and thank them.
Yeah.
And tell them how much you like working with them. I mean, if you're in service, you know, you're going to have a range of clients. You probably haven't got 7,000, you know, you've got enough there that you could post a card to, that you could just tag on any social channel anyway. Do you know what I mean? And that, how lovely to celebrate your clients publicly.
I was reading something, I can't remember where it was, so I can't give credit where credit is due, I'm afraid, but a company decided that they would ring up the people that they dealt with in their customer business, but it was like the accounts department, and someone just rang and was like, hello, I just wanted to say how much we appreciate you, because if it wasn't for you, they sent flowers or chocolates, or, you know, and a lot of these people like have the buy-in decision in a way, like further down the chain, don't they? So some of these ideas, if they don't maybe work for content, they might give you like sort of ideas in a wider marketing context.
I think just appreciating people, Michelle, is always a good idea. I don't care what day of the week it is, you know, to appreciate people, to drop them a message, to post something out to them, to do something just to know that you know, they're being thought of.
Yeah.
And like, we should be doing this in our marketing all of the time anyway, but there's a specific day. Appreciate your clients, okay? So then 20th is the rugby. Whoop. Right, can't wait for the Six Nations to start. But if you're not into rugby, how about on the 21st, either Fragrance Day, depends what industry you're in or what favourite fragrance, drop the hints, try and sell things. Or it's also World Poetry Day.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to be careful. I'm not sure if these are all English, British, or American. I don't know. We'll have to check the hashtags. But what World Poetry Day? I mean, if you're into your poetry, like Louise Heaps from the Word Kitchen, who wrote us the most magnificent poem, and now I've just given myself an idea because I can share the mint poem that Louise wrote for us, right?
Yeah, and you could do it in sort of in sections, or actually something that I wanted to mention this month was Reels, Instagram Reels. I am building myself up to starting Reels, but it would be a lovely thing for like you to do, Nick, or ask people. Wow. But you have your 15 or your 30 seconds, but you could get like 10 people to all say like a line, and then you could edit it together and have like a reel go out, something like that.
I mean, obviously I'd have to learn to edit that, but I could see how
on your phone, man, honestly.
Well, some of us pay for other people to do that kind of thing. Don't have the skills. But what I could do is actually read some of it out myself. I mean, I could manage that bit, but how cool would that be? You know, 3 or 4 or 5 members just reading out chunks of our mint poem.
Yeah.
It would just be awesome. Right, cracking on. How long have we got for time?
And we're on 19 minutes and 5 sequence, so we really need to get these last ones in a minute.
So I'm just thinking that we've got waffles and innovation on the 25th. I quite like innovation. Have you innovated in your business? So that's the 25th of March. Now, for me, an important one, Spanish Paella Day on the 27th, because I miss my little trips to Barcelona, which are a big part of my life and what we work for and do. So we could make some paella in the house, which we'll do, have a bit of sangria, share all the photos of Barcelona, and hopefully plan for the next time that we can go.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully. hopefully. Then we've got, I think we said, Michelle, it's Palm Sunday on the 28th, daylight saving. So we're really looking at, you know, the start of Easter, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. It's the start of Easter. It's the start of new beginnings. The days are getting lighter. Whatever situation we find ourselves in at the end of March, we need to pat ourselves on the back that we have got through, you know, long days and long nights of a COVID winter. So I think that some positivity as we roll into spring is going to be a good one. So there's plenty to go at in March.
Plenty for March. And this is just on top or with or instead of or whatever, all of the normal content that you're planning from your business, the stuff that you're selling, the blogs that you have done, the posts that you would normally be sharing. Yeah. This just adds on. And if you're having a stuck day, remember you just keep watching this, write them down. And just
stuck days in it,
yeah. We all have the stuck days, don't we, where we just have no idea what we're going to say.
Brill. Thank you for watching, everybody.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for watching. We'll see you soon for April.
We will.
Okay, bye.